A video showing a Nigerian naval officer kneeling or squatting to greet controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has sparked massive outrage across social media and the nation at large. The incident, which was captured on camera and quickly went viral, shows the uniformed officer in what appears to be a military facility bending low in a gesture of respect toward the cleric, a move that many Nigerians have described as deeply troubling and unacceptable. Seeing a commissioned naval officer, someone who represents the Nigerian Armed Forces and is supposed to uphold the dignity and authority of the military, kneeling before Gumi has left many people questioning what exactly is happening in the country. The Nigerian military is built on principles of discipline, hierarchy, and respect for the chain of command. Officers are trained to maintain their dignity and the honor of the uniform they wear, especially in public settings. This incident appears to contradict those fundamental principles, and the backlash has been swift and severe. Critics have also pointed out the dangerous precedent this sets. If military officers are willing to show such deference to controversial figures like Gumi, what message does that send about the independence and integrity of the armed forces? Some commentators have suggested that this incident reflects a broader problem of religious and ethnic influences compromising professional conduct within security institutions. Others have called for an immediate investigation and appropriate disciplinary action against the officer involved. There are those who have tried to defend the action by suggesting that the officer was simply showing cultural or religious respect. In northern Nigerian culture and Islamic tradition, showing physical gestures of respect to elders and religious scholars is common practice. However, most Nigerians arguing against this defense maintain that there is a time and place for such gestures, and that the uniformed officer on duty is not in a position to compromise military bearing for cultural norms. The uniform comes with responsibilities that supersede personal or cultural preferences. The timing of this incident is particularly sensitive, given the security challenges Nigeria continues to face. Bandits and terrorists are still operating in several states, attacking villages, kidnapping citizens for ransom, and creating an atmosphere of fear. The military has been working tirelessly to combat these threats, often with limited resources and at a personal risk. For many Nigerians, seeing an officer show such respect to someone they believe has been soft on these criminals feels like a betrayal of the soldiers fighting and dying on the front lines. Questions are now being raised about what exactly the officer and Sheikh Gumi were discussing during this meeting. Was this an official engagement authorized by military leadership, or was it a personal visit? What was the nature of the conversation? These questions remain unanswered, but they are important because they speak to accountability and transparency within the armed forces. Nigerians deserve to know whether their military personnel are engaging with controversial figures in ways that could compromise national security or the public trust. The Nigerian Navy has not yet released an official statement regarding the incident at the time of this report, but the pressure is mounting for them to address the situation. Many citizens are calling for the officer to be identified and for disciplinary measures to be taken if it is found that his conduct violated military regulations. The silence from military authorities has only intensified speculation and criticism, with some wondering if there will be any consequences at all. If you have been following this channel, you know we always bring you the stories that matter and keep you updated on what is really happening in Nigeria. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our updates, because we are committed to bringing you the truth, no matter how controversial it might be. Your support helps us continue doing this important work. This incident with Sheikh Gumi and the naval officer is more than just a viral video. It represents deeper questions about the state of discipline in Nigerian security forces, the influence of religious figures on state institutions, and the kind of message being sent to both the troops on the ground and the enemies they are fighting. When military personnel appear to compromise their bearing for any reason, it affects morale and public confidence in the institution. The Nigerian military has a proud history and has produced heroes who have served with distinction both at home and in international peacekeeping missions. Moments like these threaten to tarnish that legacy. What do you think about this incident? Should the naval officer face disciplinary action, or do you believe this is being blown out of proportion? Should religious and cultural considerations override military protocol when officers are in uniform? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below because we want to hear from you. This is a conversation that affects all Nigerians, and your perspective matters. Share this video with your friends and family so more people can be aware of what is happening and join the discussion. Together, we can demand accountability from those in positions of power and ensure that our institutions remain strong and independent.